Naglabas ng pahayag ang Partido Federal ng Pilipinas at iba't ibang ahensya ng gobyerno tulad ng Department of Justice kaugnay sa mga pagbabanta sa buhay ni Pangulong Ferdinand Marcos Jr. Idetalye mo, Jehana Amal.
Sinabi ni Department of Justice Undersecretary Jessie Andres sa press briefing sa Presidential Communications Office o PCO na haharap sa legal consequences ang self-confessed mastermind hinggil sa premeditated assassination plot laban kay PBBM, First Lady Liza Marcos at Speaker Romualdez.
The premeditated plot to assassinate the President as declared by the self-confessed mastermind will now face legal consequences.
Dagdag pa nito na mag-i-issue umano ang NBI ng subpoena kay Vice President Sara para mabigyang linaw ang kanyang binitawang salita sa publiko. Ayon naman kay National Bureau of Investigation Director Jaime Santiago, nagsagawa na rin anya ng initial investigation ng NBI hinggil sa inilabas na video clip ng Vice Presidente sa Facebook.
When we receive the video clips nung sinabi nga ni Vice President Sara, nagkundak ko agad kami ng investigation. First, I directed my cybercrime unit to investigate the authenticity of that video clip. So, my investigators found out that the clip is not AI generated, it is not deepfake, it is authentic. So the next step we do is to write yung platform. Happen to be na yung FB, Facebook. So we requested na preservation ng clip. So the Facebook ay kinikip na ang video clip for future reference. Granted na po yung request namin na naka-save na po yun.
Dagdag pa ni National Prosecution Service Prosecutor General Richard Anthony Fadulion.
Well, to add to what Undersecretary Jessie Andres and Director Santiago said earlier, this is something that cannot be taken lightly. In light of the fact that the one who made those statements and made those utterances is the sitting Vice President. And the threat is directed against our Chief Executive, the wife, and the Speaker of the House. So as far as the Office of the Prosecutor General is concerned, the National Prosecution Service, we being part of the executive branch are mandated to closely work with the National Bureau of Investigation and other law enforcement agencies in making sure that whatever cases may be filed later on are something which will be backed up and be supported by evidence. So we have been closely in coordination with the National Bureau of Investigation and with other agencies to ascertain who may be held liable. But I think the immediate threat right now, as mentioned by Undersecretary Andres, is to go after and try to track the assassin or assassins, no? Because this is not something that you can just simply dismiss. Coming from a sitting Vice President who is just an earshot from the presidency if she decides to run, it is something na titingnan natin yung motivation. We have to look at the motive for doing it. But again, we have to look at all of these in the context of all the things that are going on and cannot simply isolate the situation to the statements that were made. So we have to be very careful in going over the events leading to the statements that were pronounced or made by the Vice President.
Sinisiguro naman ng mga law enforcement agencies ng gobyerno na mas paiigtingin pa ang security protocols nito para sa kaligtasan ng Pangulo. Naglabas rin ng pahayag ang Partido Federal ng Pilipinas kung saan kinondena ng grupo ang anumang pag-atake laban sa demokrasya. Ayon sa PFP, ang pahayag ni Vice President Sara Duterte laban sa Pangulo, unang ginang at Speaker ng House of Representatives ay nakakaalarma. Nananawagan ng PFP sa lahat ng lider na isantabi ang political interest at bigyang prioridad ang pagkakaisa imbis na ang pagkakawatak-watak.